pressure that he has in the pocket. But as Theo Johnson gets up the field here, it looked like a ball that he might have been able to, yep, sure enough, it didn't look like Hawkins got a hand on it, and that's a ball that...
Turn the other way. I don't want to see you cry. Sad eyes, you knew.
No blitz coming, Gino gets rid of it. Incomplete. Oh, wait a minute. Bowers caught it. You gotta be kidding me. Wow.
Fuck that motherfucker! I want to castrate that motherfucker.
Turn the other way.
It's 4th and 1. Snap. Brosmer rolls out to the right. He's in trouble. He's gonna throw the ball up, and it's stopped. Awful decision by Max Brosmer.
Dumb motherfucker. Dumb motherfucker. Motherfucker.
It is a damn shame that Skills That Kills and Hawk Spots both put up 220, nearly 220, and can't get the win against Bulldogs and White Whale. Hats off to those guys. They scrapped, they clawed, but ultimately just a little short, and now they're in fantasy purgatory. It must feel at least a little bit okay knowing that the two guys on bye put up similar fantasy outputs. Yeah, work to be done. Work to be done, that's for sure. Switching gears, let's go to the toilet bowl. Roll the tape, roll the standings, let's take a look. The two Knicks in the league, Bremen, Moots, looking good at 2-0. Mean Machines beat Flying Cougars, and they flip with the top scorer and the least points scored in week 1 and week 2. And 0-2, trouble in paradise at Jefferson Elementary. Paulie smoking on that ganj, and Bud's tossing up leftover lunch.
Didn't Ross just drink there?
So we're down to the final four. Kamish taking on the White Whale, and then the Battle of the Seamen. Of course, above fantasy, big week for the Pack. Let's take down those Bears.
All Packers all day. Fuck the Bears. Fuck Chicago. Fuck you. It's Green Bay fucking Packers.
But we know why we're all here. You got the job done. I'm going to toss it over to the heel of the league, White Whale. You score, you wear.
So, Merrillmoney, happy Tuesday, or Giving Tuesday, as the Hawkspots would say.
Motherfucker.
Just got Shamu to bed and headed down into the basement to watch some Netflix. Just reflecting on the fantasy week. Obviously thrilled to be moving on to week 2 of the fantasy playoffs, and a quest for ring number 4, something that's never been done, and it's going to be bigger and better than ever. But before we move on, I just wanted to say a few words about the Hawkspots, and thought about keeping it classy. Obviously Zettler's a good friend. At the end of the day, I'm feeling a little bit testy, especially coming off of Sabi's video, last week. That was pretty boring.
Well, here we go.
So, fuck the Hawkspots. Came out pretty hot in the group chat saying, I'm at peace with my fantasy season. I'm not nervous at all. Gus said I had 0% chance. I didn't believe a fucking ounce of that. Deep down, Zet, I know you're hurting. But you know what? I'm really glad you had all 10 fantasy owners rooting for you last night, meaning that they're all there supporting you in this really difficult time. And the reason that I know that this hurts is I was with you literally 4 days ago, and you were absolutely fucking blitzed.
You and look at me. What am I supposed to do? I'm all over the place. I don't even know where I am right now.
B, you made me take 4 different pictures with the fantasy trophy. And C, you couldn't stop talking to me for 4 straight hours about how our fantasy matchup was a toss-up this week. So, anyways, I digress. You might have got out a little in front of your skis there, but enjoy being in a no man's land. You didn't really get any draft capital At the deadline, the only thing you really will walk away with this year is a keeper in 30-year-old Jamar Chase. And you get to battle it out for 5th place with skills that spills.
Fuck the carpet woman!
Hope that goes well. Hope you win that one, so you can put a little bit something on your resume, but you're going to have to wait another year or two to catch your white whale because, it didn't happen this year. Not sure when it's going to happen. But pretty dark days for the Hawk Spots.
Who's going to take down the Hawk Spots? Doesn't look very promising, boys.
Moving on, looking ahead to the Cobras. Again, thought about keeping this classy. It's a complicated relationship with the Cobras. But, at the end of the day, fuck it. I really view my relationship with the Cobras like Trump and Putin, obviously because Chaz, very much looks like Putin. But besides that, more so the relationship. Trump will cozy up to Putin because he has to keep world peace, and we got to fly into Russia and whatever. But at the end of the day, when it comes to World War III, I'm gonna bomb the fucking shit out of Russia. So no mercy this week, Cobras. And to be honest with you, I'm really not worried. You have the lowest points for of any playoff team. Lower than I think a couple consolation bracket teams, lowest points against this season. And it must be really, really easy winning and getting a fantasy bye when you set your own schedule.
Yep.
And you set the entire league schedule every year.
Yep.
I know you'll say you used a random generator, but I've been on that scent for 10 years and it still holds true. And what do you know? Hey, CMC's on bye this week. Coincidentally, I play you, but I'm not worried about it. We'll plug a guy in. It's a 2-week playoff. You can't get lucky 1 week. Cobras are going to get exposed. So anyways, that's enough. Good luck the rest of the playoffs. Bulldogs, Sea Monsters, not the Cobras. Boys, dogs down in the consolation bracket. Keep grinding. I know it's tough this part of the year, but some common names down there and a couple new ones. Yelke pretty much sold his soul at the deadline. So you're really gonna have to scrap to stay out of the dog kennel this year.
Can I get out now?
But respect, boys. And, wishing you all well, wishing your families well. Make sure you go to church on Sunday. Godspeed.
Hello, Satan. I believe it is time to go.